Thank you. So I didn't check yours yet. Sorry. We good? Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
How come the wait, this one? How come the 2x goes 3 before 8x first? Or it doesn't matter the way you put it?
8x5 should go in front.
Because it's the biggest, right?
Is it not like that? Oh, yeah, because in standard form means highest exponent to lowest.
But why is it showing there that 2x goes first?
No, it's not. Number 7?
Yeah, 2x.
I think you're looking at number 9, because number 9 has a 2x cubed in it.
No,
It's,
oh,
because that's just how it's given, because then you then put it in standard form, yeah. Yeah. Oh, very easy.
I thought we were supposed to simplify it.
11?
Oh, never mind.
Come on.
Let them compete. Keep going.
All right, guys, we're going to move on to the quiz. So clear your desk. Just pass one back. 1, 2. Pencil always. Is that what you asked? Do you want to borrow one?
Can we start right away?
Give me like 2 minutes until I start the timer. This is not coming nicely. Oh, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. What? For pencil? Yeah. Okay. I'll get you a pencil. You can start. Thank you. What? What do you mean?
So alone is this one, right? Or the 0?
For the exponent or the coefficient?
Like this one, that's what 1 or 0.
I can't tell you. Think about what constant means from your definitions. Yeah. Be confident in what you think.
plus 63 at the top,
For what?
the leading coefficient.
I can't tell you. Yeah. You finished? Yeah. Finished? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, pass up your quizzes.
Wait, you're gonna do that too?
Mhm. Yeah, we can. Yes, we can do a retake, and I'll talk about that later. Everyone have their quizzes? I have everyone's quizzes? Okay, we're going to go over them. Okay. Does everyone see that? All right, I'll just read it out in case you can't see. So, standard form, 15x cubed plus 4x squared plus x. Why is that in standard form? Why is that the answer for putting it in standard form? Yes, because the exponents go from highest to lowest. The degree, can you see it now? Yeah. Okay, so degree is 3. The name is cubic. The leading coefficient is negative 15. Our constant is 0 because it's not x, or 1 because x, so a constant is a term with no variable attached to it. X is a variable, so it's 0. The graph. And for this, you had to distribute each term over and multiply them out. And you come out with 2x cubed plus 7x squared minus 22x plus 48. Does anybody have any questions? Is there something that you want me to re-explain? What? The graph? So in your notes on the front page, there was a chart where you wrote the name, the degree, and the graph. so that's where that came from. Any other questions? I am after school today and tomorrow during D period if you want to retake it. Okay? Right now we're taking out our workbooks and we're going to finish. We left off on number 5 on the day 2 refresher, so we're going to finish that during class. Okay? Yes, I'll show you. It looks like this. So I think we left off here. Do you guys want to do 3 of them or a couple of them together and then do work on your own, or would you rather just work on your own the rest of the period? So do you want to do an example or 2 or no? Yeah. Okay. So pick out 2 or 3 that you want to do together. 7? 6 and 7 and 16? I'm going to move up a little. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do 6. Okay, so what's the first thing we have to do? Nope. We have to get t squared by itself. So what do we do first? Subtract 50 from both sides. Subtracting 0 won't change anything, and we'll just be in the same place that we were before. So negative 50 equals negative 16 t squared. Now what are we going to do? Divide by negative 16. And what does that come out to? What is it? 3.125 equals t squared. Are we done? What do we do? Square root of both sides. And that comes out to 1.767. And when you're doing these, guys, you can round to 3 decimal places. Make sure you write plus or minus equals t. So if you have a t squared and you take a square root of that, it becomes t because it cancels that square out. And then that's your final answer. Does that make sense?
Why do plus minus?
Because, so if we were to do negative, and you can even do it in your calculator, negative 1.767 times negative 1.767, that's still going to come out to positive 3.125. Because 2 positives multiplied together is positive, and 2 negatives multiplied together is also a positive. So you have to have the plus or minus.
It don't matter if we have it like on or 1 or
Usually it's before the number, but it's written backwards, so that's why it's like that. This also means the same thing if you were to write t equals 1.767 and negative 1.767. That means the same thing. Okay, let's do number 7. What do I do first? And you get? Next step. And x squared equals 7.959. Lastly, square root x equals plus or minus 2.821. You want to do one more? Okay. 16. What do we do first? We subtract 2. You always do addition and subtraction before you divide or multiply, because you'll get a different answer. So you're left with 10n squared equals 290. What do I divide by? 10. So we're left with n squared equals 29. Square root both sides. And what's our final answer? Plus or minus 5.835. What'd you get?
I got 5.3.
Oh, did I write it wrong? 5.385? Okay, so you can use the rest of the time to work through all of these, and I'll be coming around. Just work quietly. Okay? Yeah. Yeah.
On the calculator, how do you get, what could I do?
How do you get rid of that?
No, how do you get the square root? Like, can I do it, like, the number doesn't go under?
Okay, so you do second square root.
And then we just type the number?
So if you want to do 29,
Okay.
and then who didn't? Ooh, I'm God. How many? Who did? Did you get a packet? Got one. Oh. Oh, you need the packet, right?
No, actually, I'm down.
Okay, so where did I put that paper? Yeah.
Since there's no number there, I just get the item part and just do the square root.
Yeah, because there's nothing multiplied by it.
How do I put this in calculator?
Okay, so you press second x squared,
And then you just put it in?
and then you just put it into 29. If you guys are trying to find the exact decimal in the calculator, to do a square root, you hit second x squared, and then you type in the number. Okay? Where did I put it? Okay, so don't write on this, but take your notebook and write the problem and then do it in your notebook. Okay? So, how do you get m squared by itself?
I'll just divide this one by 6.
Yep, there's just nothing that you're adding or subtracting for that one.
Most of these answers are going to be decimal.
Yep, because next we're going to do real world. Usually numbers don't work out in the real world perfectly. Yeah.
Wait, so when I did it, 0.9565. Oh wait, I got 99 and this is the square root. And I got that, but since it ended in 9 way around that, like that. So I just leave it how it is.
You can leave it like that. You can do 9.950.
Because
This is a negative 6. So that should divide positively, yeah. Yeah. Yep. That one just, 49 is a perfect square because 7 times 7 is 49. Just make sure you put plus or minus. So we're finishing this in class. What? What? I believe you. I was just telling you. How you doing? Okay. Yeah. Yep. Do you want me to put the lights on, or is it good like this? Okay. Just make sure we're sitting up straight while we work. Up. Did you finish? Do you want to check your answers? Finished? All right, so Cassidy has the answer key right now. When she's done with it, I'll bring it over, okay? Okay. So why don't you, did you finish?
Can you go on to that when someone else is almost done? Like, it looks like Imad is also all done. Imad and then
Okay. Guys can compare answers. You all done? You and Chastity can compare answers. Did you finish?
No, I just my calculator back.
Oh. Do you guys need the answers to any of them? You guys, did you compare?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you set up. Okay, all done? When either Alana or Adalmarie is done, you can compare your answers with them, okay? If you want to check one with me, just ask. Yeah, what's that? Okay, so you have x squared root of 69, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to do square root 69.
No, it's 99. It's like that.
Oh, it's 99?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would do square root of 99. And you would do, press this if it doesn't come out to a decimal.
Alright.
So then n equals this. You get rid of the n squared because that cancels that out.
So wait. This.
So your final answer would be n
Oh.
equals plus or minus.
And that.
Yep, n equals plus or minus that.
Okay.
Okay? You all set? Did you compare answers with anyone yet? Okay, find someone around you who finished and compare answers. How's it going?
Good.
What are you working on now? Which one?
See,
Do you need a calculator?
I think.
Okay. You can borrow mine.
Thank
You're welcome. All right, in a couple minutes, while you're finishing up, we're going to take the second quiz. Yes. But you still have like 4 minutes to work on this. The second quiz is exactly that. So there's going to be 2 questions from the worksheet you're working on. This? Yeah, this is going to be, you're going to finish it for homework, whatever you don't finish. Yes.
Homework after that?
This.
This is just the only homework?
And then a video. Yes.
So set it up tonight too?
I'll go over that after. Okay? And if you finished, find someone around you and check answers with them. Which one?
The one for.
Okay, so you have x squared equals 78. So once you have that point, you take the square root of both sides. You don't divide by x. So let me see your pencil. So once you get to here, you take the square root of both sides because we just want to get rid of that degree of 2 so that it's just x. And then you take the square root of 78, and then your answer is plus or minus whatever that is. X equals plus or minus whatever that is. So take the square root of both sides of this. So you just do, the square root would be this. And now when you have x squared and you take the square root of that, it becomes x. This, we have to find out. So then we do, that's the square root of 78? 1 point something? Or is that something? It should be like maybe 8 point something. Okay, so I think you typed it in wrong. So second x squared 78. So when you do the square root, you press second, x squared, you type in the number. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Alright guys, we're going to do the second quiz. So everything off your desk. And again, the worksheet you were just working on, that's you're going to finish for homework. Alright?
Keep a calculator in my desk.
Yes, you can have a calculator. All right? You may begin. Marcel, just take everything off your desk. You done? Need a calculator? All done? Can Lucas borrow your calculator? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, right there.
I think we should have finished quiz right now.
What?
Now we take it right now, the first one.
Right now?
They didn't even know what it means. The first one we did.
Where did you? Is this the?
This one is the second one, the one we did right now. But the first one we did, I didn't write my name. And I have to do it again.
Can you do it after school today or during D period tomorrow? Okay. Thank you. People are still taking the quiz, so it should still be quiet. Thank you. I'm just. Thank you. Still gonna work. Are you finished? Is anyone still doing the quiz? No? Good, I'm glad. Okay, we're gonna go over it. Everyone's done, right? Okay. you can check your answers. Can you see that? So this one I didn't simplify it. I think it comes out to 5.37.
So if you put the decimal, is it still correct?
Yes. Yep, that's right. So you could have either left it like that or made it into a decimal. Any questions? That was good. Everyone got an A? All right. So for the rest of the time, finish that worksheet that we were working on before if you haven't already. For homework, you are to finish that. Can I borrow your workbook? Tomorrow we start Real World. So for this worksheet, I'm going to be posting like a 6-minute video filling out the answers and the notes for it. So your other homework is to copy this down into the workbook. Okay? Also, for this page, there's a YouTube channel, a YouTube video that goes with, it's just a guy on his bike doing a jump. So just watch that as well, and I'll send that. Okay? So what are our homeworks?
This is the part about homework too?
No.
Okay.
Just the video at the top I'm going to send you so you can watch it. Okay? So watching the video, filling in this page of the notes, and finishing this worksheet. Thank you. Which quiz? That you just took? Oh, okay. When? Okay. And if you finish, check with someone who also finished. Check your answers. Yes, so this, I'm going to post. This, you don't fill out. You're just going to watch this video. Okay? Did everyone finish that worksheet, everyone in here, that we did today? Okay, so this is the only day you're packing up early. Usually we work always till the bell. If you didn't finish it, though, you should be working on it. Do you want your ID back?
Wait, I might need a pencil to take it.
It's connected. I'll just give it to you. What is this worksheet called? Quadratics in the real world? Thank you. They're right in the podium. We got them? Okay. Oh. Are you all done? Make sure you finish it at home, okay? How many credits do you need to be? I have no here. I have no idea. I am?